Hey, I just got back from the range and I wanted to touch base one more time and sort of give some insight into this trigger system and the modification that we did today. The Echo trigger system is a very fun trigger. I can't express to you like how neat it is to shoot it. It is as close to full auto as you're probably going to get without spending tens of thousands of dollars on a real full auto lower or rifle. It sort of bridges that gap a little bit, sort of like a pistol brace on a pistol AR or any other pistol sort of rifle setup. It gets you that close. I think that the trigger is very nice. I don't want to call it a novelty. I feel like it sort of is. I think that the trigger system itself is really going to come into its own if you practice with it in sort of a quick double tap sort of way. When you're doing mag dumps, yeah, of course it's fun. There was some people after the camera went off at the range that came up and sort of really asked questions and was sort of awed by the trigger system. So it's sort of a fun range toy, but I don't want to take away from how effective it could be. I think that if you practice with it and really trained with it, that you could get really, really good with this trigger. And I'm not dissing triggers out there that are sort of standard or aftermarket. If you have ever shot any of those, you can get real quick with those too. So it of course, it always comes down to training, right? If you train with this, you're going to get really good with it. If you use it in a practical sort of way, and that's key for a lot of things, right? Using it in a practical sort of way. I think that it would be most practical in maybe a double tap or two shot follow up sort of thing. The semi-automatic mode is still pleasant. It's not like some of the great aftermarket triggers out there. It's fair. I mean, you're still going to shoot it well. It's perfectly fine. The trigger system, I think, is again a lot of fun. Think about what rifle you're going to put it in. The reason why I opted for this upper is because of the piston system. I'm really glad that the modification has worked so far. I don't see any premature wear on the bolt carrier group or the trigger itself after the rounds I shot today. I'm going to keep an eye on that and make sure that it doesn't wear or break anything down. I'm sure this voids a warranty somewhere, so be aware of that. But if you have a Adams Arms piston upper, especially a short-barreled suppressed piston upper, you're going to be very happy with this trigger. Of course, with a piston gun, you don't have as much gas coming back into the upper receiver and ultimately into your face as a DI gun. The suppressor only maximizes that by pushing more gas and debris back into the receiver. So the piston system keeps your bolt carrier group and bolt and upper receiver relatively clean. It's not perfect, but you can tell a difference after shooting a DI gun for several hundred rounds and a piston upper for several hundred rounds. Now the gas block is still going to be dirty and you have to clean that. But, your action, I wouldn't say more vital part, but a vital part of the gun is staying cleaner and cooler, which would, to me, increase reliability. Again, I think that this modification is is a lot of fun. It can be very practical if used properly. I would like to hear your feedback on some of these videos. I am sort of relatively busy, but I do plan on doing more videos in the future. I think that's probably going to weigh on whether if this is popular or not. I do a lot of gun projects. I think that maybe I should. I've always wanted to sort of do a YouTube channel. So if you guys are interested, I can take you along on some of my other projects. This is just one of many that I've done. I've been shooting for a number of years now. So please be civil and take necessary precautions when you need to. Again, with the modification, take your time. Don't sit there and grind away for 30 minutes and expect it to work. Take your time, be careful, little bit by little bit, be patient, and I think you'll be very happy if you do this mod. Like I said, I'm going to keep shooting it, and I'll probably keep everyone posted on progress of this rifle. So hopefully I will see you guys in the future. Thanks.